This is the instructional video for the product launch of the new Valvoline Professional Series 3-Part Plus Kit, and also for the new dual canister delivery apparatus. Today we'll be discussing the efficiency and effectiveness of the new product and the new tool. We'll also be talking about how it cleans each and every component of the fuel and air induction system. The first step in the process is to ensure that the fuel pump is disabled, as the canister tool will actually work as the vehicle's fuel pump. In many cases, the easiest way to do this is to remove the fuel pump relay switch. In this particular model, we just take the housing off of the relay switch housing and look at the diagram to identify which one is the fuel pump relay switch. Start the vehicle 2 to 3 times, ensuring that the fuel delivery has been disabled and the engine will not start. In order to fill the canister correctly, we have product-specific canisters. The fuel rail cleaner will need to go into the canister on the right-hand side of the apparatus that is covered in the blue protective sleeve. The intake cleaner will need to go into the canister on the left-hand side of the apparatus in the black protective sleeve. Be sure to securely fasten the hook to the hood latch. When attaching the fitting, ensure that you have easy access to not overspill fuel product onto a hot engine. Disconnect the throttle body air intake, insert the S tool, reattach the throttle body air intake, being sure to tighten the clamp and reattach all fittings. Attach shop air to the tool. Next step in the process is that we will need to adjust the air pressure to 70 psi. You will do this by turning the knob and watching the gauge until it reads 70 psi. You will want to be looking for any leaks throughout the apparatus. As long as there are no leaks, the next step in the process is to slowly open the ball valve on the fuel rail side until the gauge reads the appropriate PSI that the fuel pump in the vehicle normally puts out. You will know this by looking at your manual to find out the correct PSI. So slowly turn that ball valve. And check for leaks. And then you can start the vehicle. Pat, please start the vehicle. The next step in the process is to start on the air induction system. And we will do that by opening the ball valve on the air induction system. We want to monitor and make sure that there is not a rough idle or that the engine can continue to run, as we are injecting 2 cleaners in at the same time. So slowly open the ball valve until you may hear some rough idle, and then you will either need to back off or you can leave it where the ball valve is. All the while ensuring to check for any leaks that may be taking place. You will be able to monitor the level of fuel or cleaner that you have left through the sight glasses. Once you see that there is no more cleaner running through the sight glass, you know that portion of the service is done. There's been some questioning as to why we came up with a new product and a new delivery device specifically for that. The reasons behind that is that we all know that the different types of deposits that form in a fuel and air induction system. The closer we are to the throttle body, the softer the deposits. then as we get down towards the combustion chamber, the harder the deposits become. So we have designed different type of chemistry for different components of the fuel and air induction system and different points of introduction of that chemical into the system. For example, the fuel rail cleaner is injected through the fuel rail, so it takes care of everything from the fuel rail down through the injectors, the intake valve, and then into the combustion chamber. Then we go a little farther out into the air system, which is introduced through the throttle body through a mister that is highly atomized, so it takes care of the throttle body, the intake manifold, and the plenum. Then one of the biggest concerns is for the intake valve and for the combustion chamber. And the types of deposits that form inside of there are extremely hard. So we put our heavy-duty pop and pour treatment into the gas tank that cleans those deposits over the course of the life of that gas tank. The last step in the service is to put the complete fuel system treatment into the gas tank. Once filled, the service will be completed.